Hello, hi everyone. This is Nadine, directly from my living room to yours. um, I'm just trying to find the best angle. Stay with me for a moment to record so that you can really see me well and hear me well. So this, I have to admit, is a little bit quite new to me to teach online and virtual classes rather than seeing all your beautiful faces and being in person with you. But I'm very grateful that we have this platform now that we can connect on and continue with our practice, right? So important. And I don't know about you guys, but I've never been, I think, so grateful for my yoga practice than right now in these crazy times. Um, yeah, so I think it's so comforting for me to know that I can lean on my yoga practice and use it whenever I feel like I'm getting too anxious and too caught up in this my worries, fears, anxieties. So yeah, it's always nice. Yoga is always there for you. So yeah, I hope you come back to these classes, practice these every day, even if it's just a little bit of yoga. Um, and I promise I'll get started in just a bit. Okay, good. So you won't really, this is going to be a 1 hour flow class, so you won't need anything else than your mat, your body, your breath. And if you have a pillow, a blanket, a towel, just something that you can sit on and maybe something under your knees if you need that for cat cow. And then I have 2 blocks, but if you don't have blocks, you don't have to use blocks for your practice, or you can also use 2 big books if you have books. Yeah, anything. And of course, any other props that you like to use for your practice. So let's start first settling in with some breathing. Our lifesaver, the breath. So find a comfortable seat. You can be cross-legged like I am. I'm sitting on a pillow. If you want to sit on something, I highly recommend that. Or you can sit on a block, have your legs underneath you. And then let your hands rest on your thighs. And take a moment here to feel your sit bones grounding down into the earth. Maybe you want to jostle a little bit, wiggle side to side to really find those sit bones and let them ground into the earth. And then grounding down to the sit bones, lift up for a tall spine all the way up to the crown of your head. Your chin is slightly tucked so your neck is long. And then roll your shoulders forward, up, and back. Let them just glide and melt down towards the floor. So your chest is open. And then let your hands rest on your thighs or your knees. Have your palms facing up or down, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then if you can, allow your eyes to close or find a soft gaze on the floor in front of you. And then take a deep, nice, full breath in through your nose. And then pause for a moment. And then slowly let the breath out your lips. And then just taking a moment here to breathe in and out, following the rhythm of your breath without controlling or changing the breath from now. Just see if you can allow each breath to clear and settle your mind a little bit more and to come into this moment, into your body, become a little more present with every breath. Just using your breath as an anchor for this practice today, as an anchor into this moment, into your body. And then take one hand on your lower belly, one hand on your chest. And now start to deepen your breath through your nose. And as you're inhaling, can you feel your belly lift into your hand and then the chest lifts into your head? And then note the pause at the top of your inhale. And then a slower, even longer exhale all the way down deep into your belly. The belly slips away from your head. And then note the pause at the bottom of your exhale. And you'll start again inhaling. Take note of the little pause before you exhale. And then noticing the pause again at the bottom of your exhale. And continue breathing like that, your own rhythm for a few rounds. Trying your best to stay focused on your breath. Really feeling the expansion in the belly, ribs and chest as you inhale. And then settling a moment into the pause. And then feeling how everything kind of falls back towards the center on the exhale. And then taking a pause before you inhale. Do this 2 more rounds and make this the longest, deepest, fullest breath you've taken all day long. Last round. And then bring your palms together in front of your heart center. And just take a moment to set your intention for your practice if you like. Just something that you need right now, something that you want to manifest or grow in your life or in your practice. And it can be something very simple, like breathing deeply or staying present. Good, and then you can keep your eyes closed or open them, your choice. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms up overhead, look up towards your thumb. And then on an exhale, open your arms, slowly press your arms and your palms towards the floor. This time on your inhale, let your arms float out to the side, let the palms turn up. Look up until your palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And then bring your hands to your knees. Grab your knees with your hands and then round your spine back. And then start to circle your torso around your rib cage around. It doesn't matter which direction you go first. See if you can make big circles with your rib cage above your pelvis. And when you go back, you round your spine, draw your belly in. When you come forward, you arch a little bit in your lower back and open your chest. So you're extending the spine. When you come forward, you're flexing and rounding into yourself. When you go back, make those circles slow and big and juicy, feeling really nice in your body. And then go the other way with your circle. And then notice if you can keep your neck and your shoulders be part of this movement. So let them organically move along. Maybe your neck wants to circle or your shoulders. Just let any movement happen organically, naturally, making this your own moving meditation. And then come back through center here. Straightening your spine. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead again. This time interlace your fingers. Push the palms up to the ceiling. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale, keep pushing the palms up. Just let the shoulders glide away from your ears. Get a little taller here. Let the shoulders relax. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round your spine. Tuck your tail and bring your palms forward, chin to the chest. Inhale, look back up. It's a little arch in your lower back. Exhale, curling in, rounding. Pull the navel in towards your chest. And then again, inhale, lift, look up. This time, exhale, bring the palms straight up above your shoulders again. Open your arms, bring your right hand to the floor, left arm overhead. Take a side stretch. Good. And then inhale, glide back through center over to the other side. Left hand by your side, right arm overhead. One more time. Inhale, floating side to side with your breath. Exhale, reach. Keep that opposite sit bone rounding down as you reach. Good. Right arm overhead, left sit bone stays on the floor. And then come back through center. Keep both arms up for an inhale. Get really tall through the spine. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring the right hand behind you on the floor. Left hand outside the right knee. And then use the back hand like a kickstand to push into the floor to straighten your spine. And on an exhale, you twist. Maybe you look over the back shoulder. Good. On your inhale, get really tall through the spine. Exhale, rotate your spine to the right. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And then keep your twist. Just change your gaze over the left shoulder to stretch your neck. Beautiful. And then come back through center. Inhale, get tall, reach up. Find length through the whole spine. And then exhale, keep that length as you twist to the left. Right hand outside right knee, left hand as a kickstand behind you to help you grow tall in the spine, and then on an exhale, twist. And your gaze can go anywhere towards the back of the room or the side of the room. Take another inhale, exhale, stay. And then stay in your twist, change your gaze over the right shoulder. And then come back through center. Gorgeous. And then bring your hands behind you, unravel your legs. You can remove your pillow or your blanket now if you want. Bring your hands behind you, fingers pointing forward or out to the side. And then feet in line with your hips. Inhale, lift the hips up into tabletop. And I'm going to change and turning to the side so you see better. You want to keep your hips in line as high as your knees if you can. Keep lifting the hips. You need to use your glutes, the backs of your legs. Your head can drop back if that feels a pain in your neck. Or you can look up to the ceiling or forward towards your knees. But keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, stay. We'll stay for one more breath. And exhale, slowly lower the hips down. Keep the feet on the floor. Grab behind your thighs. And first, lift your chest up. Get really straight and long in your spine again. And then draw your belly button in. Hug your ribs. And then lean back with a straight spine. Keep lifting through your heart. And then your legs at one point will automatically lift off the floor. And then bring the inner feet, knees to touch. And you can stay here in this variation with the hands on your thighs, or if you want a little more challenge, reach your arms forward, or maybe even overhead, or you can always grab behind your thighs again. If you want even more challenge, you can extend your legs any amount. But notice if you collapse in your chest. If you do, go one step back. So you want to keep lifting in your chest, keep drawing your belly in, hugging your ribs. And we'll stay for 2 more deep, long Ujjayi breath. Inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders, the jaw. Inhale. Exhale. Now just stay for the inhale. And then on the exhale, you can cross one ankle on top and round over your legs for a moment. Let your head drop, shimmy side to side. And then you can either roll over your shins or sit to one side, make your way to hands and knees. So for hands and knees, you want to place your hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then from here, we'll do a little bit of a wrist warm up first. So look at your fingers, spread them wide, and then lift only your thumbs off the floor. Can be already a little challenging. And then start to lift the heel of your hands off the floor and shift a little bit of weight, not too much, into your knuckles, your fingers. Your thumbs are still lifted. And then you're going to sit back, lift your fingers. And then go this way again. Keep the thumbs lifted. And then rock back into the heels with all 10 fingers. One more time. And you decide how much weight you put into that fingers, right? So you want to go careful and then relax. And then turn your fingers to the outside. So your thumbs are pointing forward and your fingers outside. And then just rock a little bit side to side. And then from here, last little bit we do for the wrists. You're going to turn the fingers back to face your knees. And the inner arms, the forearms are pointing forward. The elbow creases are pointing forward. And then you can bend your elbows a little bit if you like. And then walk your knees back for more of a stretch or a little forward for less of a stretch. And then here, take tiny cat-cows on your inhale. Tuck your toes. Let your heart lift, your tail lift. On the exhale, round your belly button up, round your spine, belly button up to the ceiling, chin to the chest. And then inhale again, look up, tail goes up, arch your spine. Exhale, round into yourself. Cat. Good. Stay rounded, tuck your toes, and very slowly start to sit your hips back to your heels, peeling your palms, your fingers off the floor. And then come to sit on your tucked toes. I know this can be a little uncomfortable, but I promise your toes won't fall off. So they will survive. So make sure all 10 toes are on board. And then interlace your hands and just circle the wrists for a moment. Go both ways with your circle. And breathe. Whatever you do, continue breathing deeply. And then shake out the wrists, let it go. Good. And now you'll come on back onto all fours. Point your feet and drum your feet on the floor. Like make a little noise with the top of your feet, waking up the tops of your feet, the toes. Good. And then slow that down. Good. And then regular cat-cow. Inhale, arch your back, look up. Exhale, round your spine. Draw the belly up to the ceiling. Good. Continue a few more rounds on your own. On your inhale, you're extending the spine. Keep the shoulders gliding away from the ears. Exhale, round into yourself. And you'll continue with your own rhythm. So you can make this as fast or as slow as you like, moving with your breath. So all I ask for you is to link your movement with your breath. And this is the beauty of your home practice. So you can add on any other freestyle movements you like here. No one's watching you, no one cares. So you can circle your ribs around, your hips around, moving for a child's pose, whatever will feel nice for you here to warm up the spine. And then find your way back to hands and knees, tabletop. Take another inhale, arch your back, and this time reach your right leg back, point your toes. Exhale, round the knee to the nose. Inhale, three-legged cow. Exhale, knee to nose, round. One more time. Inhale, reach the leg back and up, look up. Exhale, round. This time, leg goes back again. Bring the toes to the floor and then turn onto your left hand, your left shin, and place the sole of the back foot on the floor. Reach the right arm up. You're in your modified side plank. And you can modify this, make it easier by kicking the left shin behind you, or make it harder for balance, keep the shin directly underneath, pointing towards the right foot. Keep the right foot grounding as you reach your right arm over your head. Take a full inhale here. And exhale. Good. Inhale, reach the right arm back up. And then notice your ribs. Are they flaring open? If they are, can you hug the ribs? Draw your belly in and up and let your right leg float off the floor, just as high as your hip. Flex the foot. Good. And just stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale, look up if you can. Exhale, stay. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. And then you'll change your gaze to the floor. Turn your chest towards the floor. Right hand down. Right leg stays long. Toes on the floor. Lift the left leg up into down dog split. Left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, coming into plank, bring the left knee into your chest, round your spine. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round, plank pose. Last time, inhale, 3-legged dog. Open the left hip, stack the left hip on top of the right. And you can bend the top knee, circle the ankle out. And then inhale, re-lengthen the left leg, square the hip back to the floor, lower the left knee down. Inhale, roll forward into a plank pose, push-up pose. Lower your knees first, and then your chest to chin, hug your elbows in. And then on your inhale, straighten your legs, draw your hands back, reach your heart forward and up, cobra. And then stay here for a moment. Tops of the feet push into the floor. Belly is lifted, and then lift your hands to hover just a few inches off the floor. Neck is long, your gaze is somewhere in front of you on the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale, release, child's pose. Sit your hips back, round your spine. You can relax the forehead on the floor if it reaches the floor. And reconnect with your breath. Just take a moment here to rest. And this is a good resting pose that you can use throughout the whole practice, anytime when you need a little break. So I really encourage you to listen to your breath, listen to your body, and take as many breaks as you need. So that's the beauty of the home practice. Again, your gift. You can take breaks, you can stop the video if you need to, to really make this your practice. So now if you're ready, come back to hands and knees, and we'll do the other side. Stacking shoulders over the wrists, knees under the hips. Inhale, straighten the left leg back, look up. Exhale, knee to nose, round. Inhale, 3-legged cow. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more, inhale. And then stay here, turn onto your right hand, right shin. Left foot ground comes to the floor, pointing the toes forward, left arm up. Hug your ribs, hug your belly. Keep the sole of the left foot grounded as you reach your left arm overhead. So deep stretch on the left side. And maybe the center of your heart turns towards the ceiling. Good, so there's a gentle back bend in the side bend. And then reach the left arm up. Engage your core, belly's in. And then lift the left leg up, float it above the floor about as high as your hip. Flex the foot. Good. And then notice if you're hanging in your right shoulder. Lift out of that right shoulder. Imagine I'm pulling you up to the ceiling on your left fingertips. Good. I would if I could, if I was there. And then lower the gaze, lower the left hand. Keep the left leg long. Exhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg up high in the air. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the knee to your nose. Round your spine. Puff up the upper back. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. 1 more. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Open that right hip. And you can bend the right knee, bring the heel towards the butt, opening that right hip. You can circle the ankle or the knee, whatever you need here. And then inhale, re-lengthen the right leg, square the hip back to the floor. Exhale, lower the right foot down. Inhale, make your way to high push-up plank pose. Lower your knees down, your chest, your chin, your tail, your booty is up in the air still. Inhale, straighten the legs, draw your heart forward and up between the gate of your arms. And then from here, lift your hands to hover. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stay. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Your choice. Push up to a plank of fourth and downward dog. Now take a moment in down dog to walk out, pedal out the feet, or do any movements here that would feel nice in your body. You can shake your head, yes and no. Make sure your neck and your head is relaxed. Keeping the chin to the chest now in down dog. And then look at your feet. Make sure your ankles are behind, your heels are behind your ankles. And then look forward and walk your feet or hop or step your feet all the way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Take a moment here, hang over your legs, grab opposite elbows. Let your head be heavy and swing gently side to side as if you could let just all the tension and tightness just roll off your shoulders, your neck towards the floor. Let them just drop into the floor. And then release your arms. Look at your toes and lift your toes and spread them wide. And then relax your toes to the floor. Keep them spread. Good. And then bend your knees deeply. Tuck your tail and slowly roll up, scooping your belly as you roll up. Hollow your belly. Stack vertebra by vertebra on top of each other. Roll the shoulders up and back. Tadasana. Palms facing forward. Take a moment to feel the connection of your feet into the floor. Maybe you can sway a little bit side to side, making sure you're balanced between the two feet. And then rock a little forward and back. Feel the heels lightening up, and then the toes get a little lighter. And then you settle in the center. Find your balance between forward and back, between left and right. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Turn the palms up, look up. Exhale, with a long spine, swan dive forward over your left. Inhale, come halfway up. Let your hands glide up your shin, straighten your spine. Exhale, fold. Push into both feet to come all the way up. Touch your palms. On an exhale, dive forward right away. Open your arms and dive over your legs. Inhale, get to halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Rooting down so both feet to rise up on a long inhale. Pause. Exhale, swan dive forward. Pause. Inhale, half lift. Pause. Exhale, fold. Pause. Push into the heels to rise up. Inhale. Pause. Exhale, palms to your heart. We will add on here, so make sure you stand at the top of your mat. Inhale, circle the arms out and up, get really tall, pause. Exhale, fold. Pause. Inhale, half lift, pause. Exhale, bend your knees, step your right leg way back behind you. Lower the right knee, untuck the toes. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, arms up by your ears. Make sure you're scissoring your inner thighs together, your belly stays lifted, and then imagine you have a big beach ball or toilet paper roll, a giant toilet paper roll behind you, and you want to lift up and then slightly back for a back bend. We all have so much toilet paper right now, right? So yeah, use it. And then bring your shoulders back over the hips. Left hand can come to the floor or on a block beside you and reach the right arm up for a side bend. One more inhale, exhale. Come back through center, both hands to the floor, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, downward dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, your choice. Knees down first or halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Widen across your collarbones, across your chest. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, let the right leg glide up behind you. Exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. Left hand can come on a block or on the floor. Inhale, right arm up for your twist. Good. Look up to the right fingertips. And again, imagine I'm pulling you up to the ceiling on the right fingertips. And at the same time, keep pushing back to the left heel. Hug the right knee into center. Good. Take another inhale. Exhale, release both hands to the floor. Step the back leg forward. Maybe flying through some air here. Get some air time with the left. Forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, palms to heart. Inhale, arms go out and up. Get really tall. Exhale, fold over your legs. Forward fold. Inhale brings you into a half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, bend your knees, step the left leg way back behind you. Lower the left knee down, untuck the toes, Anjaneyasana on your breath in. Scissoring the inner thighs, lifting the belly, big toilet paper behind you. Reach up and lean into your toilet paper. Good. And inhale, bring the shoulders back up, right hand next to you on the floor. Reach the left arm overhead, take a side stretch. And see if you can reach the center of your heart up to the ceiling again. Good, and then release both hands down. Lift the back knee, step back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale brings you forward, high push up. Exhale, your choice, your vinyasa, knees chest in, or chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, that left leg flies up. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Right hand on fingertips, floor or block. Lift the left arm up for your twist. Push back to the right heel, hugging the left knee into center. And twist your heart up to the ceiling. Release the left hand down. Step the back foot forward. Get some air time with that right leg. And release it down. Inhale, rise up to stand. Exhale, palms to heart. How are you doing? Everyone still here? I hope you are. So bring your big toes together to touch or have them hip width apart. Your choice, both works. But make sure your big toes are slightly more together than your heels, so your feet are parallel. Good. And then from here, inhale, reach your arms up and sit back into chair, Utkatasana. Everyone's favorite pose, I know. And then from here, notice if your shoulders are up here and your neck is tense. If they are, reach your arms forward and give your neck, your shoulders a little space to breathe. So that's totally fine, keeping your arms here. If you can keep your shoulders, neck relaxed, you can bring your arms back by your ears. Otherwise, keep them forward. And then sit a little lower without sticking your booty back. So find a slight tuck in the tail, not tucking all the way, just a little bit. Lift out of your lower back, out of the sides of your waist. Hug your lower ribs, hug your belly. Inhale, sit an inch deeper. Exhale, straighten your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, step the right leg way back behind you. Stay here for a moment. Find the rooting down into the floor with both feet. On an inhale, rise up, high lunge. Arms over your head. And then bend your elbows, bend your back knee just a little bit so you can deepen your tailbone towards the floor. Lift your belly, hug your ribs. And then from here, you're going to twist to the left, bring the arms out, keep the arms out, and then decide for yourself as you stay here. Do you want to bring the back knee down to the floor all the way, keep it there, or straighten it? Nothing in between, either or, straight or down. And then lean forward, right elbow outside left knee. Stack your palms, push the palms against each other, twist towards the left. See if you can bring your heart towards your thumbs. Keep pushing through the back heel. Good. Take another inhale. Exhale, stay. And then look to the floor first. Lower your hands and walk your hands all the way to the right side of your mat. Parallel your feet and hang over your legs, wide-legged forward fold. And then here, if you have a block, you can use a block, or you can use a book or whatever you have, or have your fingertips up on the floor. Right hand in front of your face on the floor or the block. And then left hand on the left hip. And then keep the hips square to the floor as you twist your ribs, your heart towards the left. Reach your left arm up if you like, or keep it on your hip. Take a twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, release the left hand. Switch sides. Left hand in front of you, right hand on the right hip. And then keep the hips even as you twist your heart, your ribs to the right. Right hand can stay on your hip or reach it up to the ceiling. Good. Get really light on that bottom hand. Again, I'm here. I'm at the ceiling, pulling you up to the ceiling. Imagine that. Good. And relax down. Beautiful. And then you can walk your hands back to the front of your mat, pivot your feet, face forward, plant your palms, step your left leg back, downward dog. Inhale, come forward, roll into your plank. Exhale, this time all the way to the belly. You can lower your knees first or lower in one long line, untuck the toes, cobra pose, lift your heart. Stay in your cobra, lift your hands to hover off the floor. Keep your belly lifted and then lift your legs off the floor. You're kind of in this half cobra, half locust pose. Take another inhale, exhale. And then lower your legs, tuck your toes, lower your hands under your shoulders. Push back to plank or all fours, downward facing dog. Good. Your next inhale, let the left leg glide up in the air. Open the hip again. Stack the hip on top of the right. And then bend your left knee. Inhale, lengthen the leg again. Square the hip back to the floor. Exhale, bring that left knee to the outside of the left elbow. Maybe they touch. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Maybe they touch for a hot second. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round your spine, and then step the left foot forward or glide it or hop it there, however you can get there. Again, root down to the feet first, into the floor, and then use that strength in your leg to lift up. High lunge again. Good. This time, bend your back knee a little bit again. Inhale, reach up to the arms. On your exhale, twist to the left again. Then open your arms this time wide. And then bring your gaze to the left and maybe look over the back fingertips. And then straighten your back leg. Bring the left hand to the back leg and reach the right arm up. You can look up into the right palm, turn it towards you. And then over your head. Good. And then come back the way you went in. You're going to come back up on your inhale. Reach the arms out. High lunge. Inhale. Exhale, open warrior two. So for warrior two, you want to open the back toes pretty straight to the side. Front knee is still straight forward, bending over the middle front toe. And then notice if your shoulders are forward or back, bring them above on top of your hips. Reach your arms out of your shoulders, long for the fingertips. Hug your belly, hug your ribs, look over the front middle finger. And then lean forward, bring the front forearm, front thigh, right arm reaches up and over your head, turning the pinky finger towards the floor. So your palm is yearning towards back, towards behind you. And then imagine you have a wall behind you and you want to lean into it. So you can reach, twist the center of your heart up to the ceiling. Still grounding down to the back foot. And on your inhale, push into the back leg and come back up. Exhale, reverse warrior, peaceful warrior, left arm up. Can keep the arm straight up or reach it over your head, but keep lunging deeply into the front knee. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, frame the front foot, and then step the back leg forward, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms out and up, come up to stand. Exhale, bring your palms to your heart and just close your eyes for a moment. And just notice, see if you can resist the urge to fix your clothes, your hair. There's nothing to fix right now. Just notice your breath, your heart beating in your chest. And then reopen your eyes. Make sure your feet are still either together or hip-width apart, parallel. Inhale, reach your arms up, sit back, Utkatasana, chair pose. Go through all those steps we did before. Make sure you place your arms where you can have your shoulders and your neck relaxed. Have that little tuck in your tail, lifting in your belly, hugging the lower ribs. Your weight is in your heels, so you should be able to lift your toes. Yeah, make sure you can lift your toes. Good. Take another inhale, sit a little deeper. Relax the jaw, maybe you smile to yourself or to your partner, your pet, your wall. Inhale. Exhale, straighten your legs, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, plant your palms, step your left leg way back behind you. Ground down for both feet to rise up, high lunge. And bend your elbows, cactus pose. Bend the back knee slightly, drop your tail to the floor, lift your belly, and then twist to the right. Arms are still in cactus. You decide, knee all the way to the floor now, or straighten the leg fully, push back to that back heel. And then lean forward, left elbow outside the right knee. Stack your palms, push the top palm in top of the bottom, into the bottom palm, and let that help you twist a little more towards the right. And the idea is to kind of try to bring the center of your heart to touch your thumbs. They might never touch, but the idea is to go there, towards that. Good, take another inhale. Exhale. And then look down first. Bring your hands down, and this time walk your hands all the way to the left side of your mat. Pivot your feet parallel. And then for this, you probably don't need blocks. So bend your right knee deeply, walk both hands to the right side. Keep the left foot on the floor, pointing the toes forward. And then walk your hands over to the left, bend your left knee deeply, keep the right foot grounded. One more time each side. And over to the left. And over to the right, and then turn the toes back forward. Walk your hands back to the right leg. Bend your back knee, plant your palm, step your right leg back, downward dog. Inhale, glide forward into cobra. Exhale, lower down to the belly, all the way. Hug those elbows in and back. And release the tops of the feet down. Inhale, cobra pose. Hug your belly up towards the spine. Lift your legs. Lift your arms. You decide. You can stay here or reach your arms back. Turn the palms down. Locust pose. If you want, you can interlace your fingers and draw the knuckles back and away from your butt. Let that lift and widen your chest even more. Take 2 breaths here. Exhale. You should still be able to tell me a story or sing a song here. So if you can, you have to go a step back. And relax. Down. Child's pose. Sit your hips back to your heels for a moment. Relax your elbows to the floor. Relax your forehead. And reconnect with your breath here, with your intention that you set at the beginning of the practice. And then when you're ready, make your way back, downward facing dog. Hips high in the air, heels are grounding down towards the floor, chin is to the chest. Inhale, let that left leg glide up. And step it down. Sorry, just kidding. Inhale, right leg up. And then open the right hip, bend the right knee, heel towards your butt. Then inhale, re-lengthen the leg, square the hip back to the floor. Exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. Maybe let them touch, or right tricep. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, right knee to left elbow or tricep. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, round your upper back, push the floor away, hug your belly, step the right foot forward or glide it forward, however you can get it there. Root down through the feet, inhale, rise up, high lunge. Good. Bend your back knee a little bit, drop your tail, lift the belly, inhale. And breathing out, twist to the right, this time opening your arms out to the sides, and then your gaze can go to the right or back to the back fingers. Straighten your back leg, lower the right hand to the back thigh, reach the left arm up, turn the palm to face you, and then maybe that arm goes over your head or straight up. Take 2 breaths, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. On your inhale, come back up, reach your arms out and up for high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2 to the left. So you'll have to pivot the feet maybe a little bit around. Make sure the front heel's aligned with the back heel or back arch. And then bending deeply into the front knee. Make sure that knee's not dropping in. Hip points over the middle toe. Lean forward, bring your right forearm, right thigh. Reach left arm up, turn the palm forward and then over your head, pinky spiraling to the floor. And then again, lean a little bit back with the top shoulder, opening your chest towards the ceiling. But keep hugging your ribs and your belly. And take 2 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Notice if you're tensing your jaw or your eyes, can you relax your face? And then push into the feet to come back up, warrior 2. Reverse, peaceful warrior. Look up, palm turns towards you, and then keep the arms straight up or over your head. Keep lunging deeply into that front knee. In that deep stretch on your right side. And inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the floor. Step the right leg back this time, plank pose. And then lower yourself all the way to your belly. Untuck the toes. This time, reach your arms bound by your side, palms turning down. Inhale, hug the belly, lift the arms, chest, and your legs. You decide, stay here, or if you can bend both knees at the same time, flex the feet, and maybe grab the inside or outside of your feet for bow pose. If you're in bow, if you grab your feet, think about kicking your feet away from your butt. Let that lift your chest. You still want to be able to breathe, to sing, to laugh in this pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, one more breath. Exhale, slowly release one ear to the floor. Let your arms, your legs rest for a moment. Shimmy the hips side to side. And then bring your hands back under your shoulders, tuck your toes, your choice, pushing up to all fours or plank pose. And we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Good, last little bit, here we do, promise, before we slow it down. Inhale, reach your right leg up behind you again. Keep the hip facing the floor. And exhale, step the right foot forward between your hands. Hop the back foot a little forward and out to the left, so you can lower the left heel, toes pointing mainly forward for warrior one. Oops, I'm gliding on my mat. I cleaned my mat too much, I think. So it's very glidey. Good. So from here, in warrior one, you want to try to keep your hips and your shoulders as square as possible to the front of your mat. Rounding down to the back heel, bending into the front knee. So there is a push and a pulling action in your leg. Pushing to the back heel, pulling forward with the front knee. Reach your arms over your head. And then straighten your front leg. Bring your arms behind you, bend your elbows, interlace your hands the awkward way, the uncomfortable way. And then loop your shoulders back, straighten your arms, inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, bend your front knee, hinge forward, humble warrior. Folding into yourself, bring the chin to the chest, arms overhead. And here you can hover above the front thigh or snuggling your right shoulder to the inside of the right knee. But let your head drop to the floor. Let your arms drop over your head. And keep grounding down to the back heel. And then slowly bring your hands to your lower back. Let your arms glide down towards the floor. Lift the back heel up. Left hand on the floor or block. Reach the right arm up for a twist, just for breath. Exhale, release the right hand down. Step the right foot back, plank pose. Lower down to your belly, all the way for the last round of back bends. Let the arms come towards your side, palms facing down. Draw your belly button up to the spine and lift your chest, your arms, and your legs. Again, you decide what you want to do. You're going to stay here, interlace your hands, or grab your feet again. Flex your feet. If you grab them, kick the feet away from you. Let that lift your chest. If you want, you can rock a little forward and back, side to side, and breathe. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Keep your belly very strong and lifted. And exhale, release the other ear to the floor. Extend your legs, your arms. And rock your hips a little bit side to side. Release your lower back. Well done, everyone. Almost there. And then bring your hands down under your shoulders. Tuck your toes. Push up plank or hands and knees. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg glides up. Keep the hip facing the floor. Exhale, step the left foot forward between your hands. Hop the back foot forward and out to the right. Lower the heel. Warrior one. Find your footing first and that push-pulling action in your legs. Ground down to the back heel. Front knee pulls forward, but it goes straight forward over the middle toe. Good. Keep your belly lifted, your ribs contained. And then release your hands down, bend your elbows, interlace your fingers the normal way this time. Straighten your front leg, loop the shoulders back, and open your chest. Straighten your arms as you inhale, look up. Exhale, bend your front knee and fold from your hips, folding into yourself. Bowing down to the floor, let your arms come over your head. Either hover above your front thigh or snuggle left shoulder inside left knee. Let your head drop. And let your head shake yes and no. And reach your knuckles over your head. Stay for another deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stay down. Bring your hands to your lower back. Just let them melt down towards the floor. Your hands to the floor. Lift the back heel, right hand under your right shoulder, block or floor. Left arm up, forward twist. Good. Exhale, release the hand down. Step your left foot back into down dog. Last chance. If you want a last vinyasa, this is your chance. You can roll through your knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, or make your way directly into a child's pose. Child's pose is where we're going to meet. So you can have your knees wide or together, let your forehead rest on the floor. You can feel really nice here to massage your forehead a little bit with rocking gently side to side on your forehead. Let your eyebrows soften. And let your breath soften now. It's still deep and rhythmic, but a little more tender and soft. And then walk your hands back towards your knees. Come to sit upright. And then sit yourself to one side. Reach your left leg out to the left. Bring the right foot to the inside, the left thigh, wherever you can touch. Yeah. And then from here, you're going to face the right bent knee first. And then reach your right arm up over your head. Turn the palm to the left. And then lean over that left leg. Bring the bottom hand or the elbow inside that left leg. And then from here, can you turn your heart, the center of your heart to the ceiling, opening up and reach to the side. And if you like, it can be really nice to close your eyes now. We're going to slow it down with a few stretches. So tuning into your own body, maybe by closing your eyes. And then from here, reach the right arm back up. Come all the way up. Bring your right hand behind you on the floor. Point the left toes. Sorry, can't see it. And then lift the hip, lift the left arm up and over your head. Take a stretch here. And then release the butt down to the floor, hands behind you. Shift, switch your legs. Right leg out, left foot inside that right thigh. And then from here, reach the left arm up, turn the left palm towards the right, and then right hand can glide down your leg. You can bring the forearm to the inside, the elbow, whatever you can ground, get to the floor. And then from here, reach the left arm overhead, but lean back again. Find that leaning back and opening up the top shoulder, the chest towards the ceiling. So you might feel this side stretch pretty deep down into your hip, maybe even your lower back. And if you like to close your eyes and make this your own, you can change your gaze to the floor or forward, whatever will feel best for your neck. Another full breath in, full breath out. And inhale, come back. Center. Bring your legs in front of you and just let them drop side to side. Windshield wipering your knees, let the hips lift. Good. And then from here, bring your legs in front of you. Make sure you're brought it a little bit at the top of your mat so you can roll all the way down to the floor. Bring your feet in line with your hips, reach your arms forward, interlace your fingers, point the fingers forward, the index, pointing fingers forward, yeah, look over your thumbs, inhale, straighten your spine, As you exhale, tuck your tail, hollow your belly, and slowly, slowly roll down about halfway until the lower back touches. Inhale, draw your belly in more to roll back up, rounding your spine. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale, hugging your belly in, tucking the tail. Go a little further, tips of the shoulder blades touch. Inhale, roll back up, straighten your spine. Exhale, draw belly back, roll all the way to the floor. Make this your slowest movement here. You want to be the very last one to come down. Slow it down, vertebra by vertebra, lowering your spine. Once you touch the floor, reach your arms overhead, point your toes, take a full body stretch. Inhale. And then exhale, use your core, bend both knees at the same time into your chest. Give your shins a big hug. Maybe you can grab opposite wrists or elbows or forearms. And then release your head back down. Keep drawing your knees, your thighs into your chest. And then take 3 deep breaths into your upper back. Keep the chin slightly tucked. Your neck is very long. The whole spine is long. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then let your knees float a little bit away from you. Grab your knees with your hands. Curl up with your head, forehead towards your knees. Draw your belly in, get really tiny, like a tiny little ball. Take an inhale. And then on a long exhale, let your body spread on the mat. Let your legs become long and heavy. Let your arms drop. Finding your way to Shavasana pose. So take a moment to make yourself comfortable. So you're at home, you might have a pillow or not a blanket. So take this time to set up well for this most important practice, most important pose of the practice. So it can be nice to have a pillow under your knees or a blanket under your neck or a blanket on your hips or a pillow on your hips if you need a little more ground. And then when you're down, and when you settle into your pose, allow your eyes to close if you can, or find a soft gaze to the ceiling. And take a moment to feel your body weight dropping into the floor and enjoy that feeling of letting go. There's nothing left for you to do than to let go, to surrender, to let gravity pull you down into the center of the earth. If there's any remaining tension or gripping or tightness in your body, you use your awareness, your breath, bring a little more softness into those parts. Letting your forehead, your eyebrows relax. Let your jaw, your lips relax. Shoulder blades drop and melt into the floor. Let any gripping go in your fingers and your toes. Let any expression in your face go. And allow your breath to just find its natural rhythm. Enjoying your body breathing on its own, completely effortless. You can Notice your mind is already skipping ahead or is caught up in a thought. Maybe you can just gently bring it to your back to your breath. It may help you to silently say to yourself as you inhale, I'm breathing in. As you exhale, I'm breathing out. If you have time, stay here for as long as you like and as you need. And if you have to move on or want to roll on, then start to slowly move your fingers and toes as you start to deepen your breath again. Bring little movements into the feet, maybe circling your ankles, your hands, your wrists. Take any stretches your body's craving for. Maybe the arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. You can let go of any sigh or yawn. And then we all roll on to your right side and pause there for a moment. Just laying on your right side. Then use your hands to make your way up to any seat that is comfortable for you. Doesn't matter which one. And let your head be last to come up. See if you can keep your eyes closed. Find an upright seat. And then place one hand or both hands just somewhere on your body where it feels good for you to connect with yourself for another moment. And then just take a moment to check in how you're feeling. Reconnecting with that intention that you set at the beginning of the class. And maybe if you like, you can set that intention for the rest of your day or week so that you can take your yoga practice with you into your life. Knowing that you can always lean on your practice, you can always use your breath, always there for you. And then we'll close the practice together by 3 deep cleansing breaths. So take a full breath in through your nose. Exhale, let it out the mouth. 2 more times. Inhale deeply, fill up your lungs until there's no more space. And then exhale, empty out completely. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, release, let go. And bowing your head to your heart. Kindness, love, and gratitude for yourself, for your practice. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. This practice, I hope you got what you needed. Yeah, and I hope I'll see you again very soon on the mat. Stay well, stay healthy, keep practicing. Love you all. Bye.